Okay, so let's get into maybe the best casting news we've had all year. Colman Domingo as the Cowardly Lion in Wicked. For good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The internet, it didn't just cheer. It was like this huge collective exhale.
Total relief, right?
Yeah,
You saw all those comments basically, James Corden isn't the lion we actually won.
exactly. That was definitely a big part of the immediate reaction. Years of fan worry, you know?
Hmm.
And then Domingo himself drops that amazing, really subtle video.
Oh, the plush lion reveal.
So good. Just him, the lions, and that little whisper. See you in Oz.
Yeah.
So much confidence, so much class.
Well, he radiates that, doesn't he? We're talking about like a Broadway legend, an Emmy winner, Time's 100 most influential people list.
For sure. He brings this weight, this soul to everything, which makes the casting story even cooler.
You mean the director John M. Chu just sliding into his DMs off of the
Yeah.
part?
Just like that. It feels so spontaneous, like this burst of, okay, you're the lion, I know it. Real creative energy there.
Definitely. But okay, stepping back a bit, why this role? Why does the Cowardly Lion need that kind of gravitas? He's often just seen as the funny one.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? He's so much more than just comic relief. He's actually, I think, a powerful symbol
Of what exactly?
of, well, fear and courage all mixed up. He embodies that feeling of being absolutely terrified, but still showing up anyway, still putting one foot forward.
Huh. Yeah, I see that. It's like that feeling we all get sometimes, that imposter syndrome maybe, the pressure, the uncertainty.
Exactly. We all have those moments where we feel like a fraud, like we're wearing a mask. We're all the cowardly lion sometimes, you know, just scared but having to perform.
And Domingo, he's known for that kind of emotional honesty, isn't he? Digging into what's underneath.
Totally. Think about Rustin, or even his role in Euphoria. He brings this grounded, almost painful truth to fear and self-doubt. He won't just act scared, he'll embody it.
So you think he'll bring more soulfulness to modernize the lion beyond just the jokes?
I think that's the key, yeah. Balancing the humor, which is definitely still important, with real vulnerability. It echoes the original Wizard of Oz lion in a way.
Okay, I get wanting the depth, that authenticity is crucial. But, I mean, the lion is funny. Big, broad, classic comedy. Is there a risk of losing that lightness if it gets too soulful?
It's definitely a tightrope walk. But remember, he's got Broadway chops. He understands musical comedy, the timing, the structure. I think he can handle it.
Okay, fair point. His stage background helps.
And that balance is even more critical because of what the second film, Wicked, for Good, seems to be about thematically. It's not just part two of the story.
Right, John Chu mentioned that, didn't he? That it's less coming of age.
Yeah, and more about confronting, quote, who you've become. That shifts everything.
How so for the lion?
Well, he's not just some timid guy looking for a quick courage fix from a wizard anymore. He's likely an adult character grappling with, deep-seated self-acceptance issues, living with an identity built on fear.
So his journey for courage becomes more universal, relatable to anyone struggling with their own stuff, their own failures.
Exactly. It taps into that core human struggle, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Wanting to be seen, wanting to belong, being terrified of messing up. It's basically mental wellness wrapped in fantasy and song.
Wow. Yeah. And Domingo's specific talent for showing that raw, honest emotion feels like the perfect fit for that message. He grounds it.
It makes the film feel like an emotional continuation, not just ticking off plot points from the stage show, which I think is why this casting news hit so hard for so many people.
It really feels right. Essential, almost, for this part of the story. Okay, so for everyone marking their calendars, Wicked, for Good, arrives in theaters November 21st.
Yep. And maybe here's a little something to think about after we finish. The story reminds us courage isn't about not being afraid, right? It's about doing the thing anyway, even when you are scared.
Acting despite the fear.
Yeah. So if Colman Domingo's lion, with all that emotional weight, can find his courage, maybe that's a little nudge for you listening right now to face whatever feels scary in your own life.
That's a really powerful thought to end on. If you enjoyed this conversation, maybe take a moment to think about which character from Oz resonates with you right now. We'll catch you on the next one.